Hey there, guys. How are things? Getting on home. I'm rolling. Hopefully, this microphone will work halfway decent. I got to get one of those puffy ones. You see people, you can clip it on, I guess. Um, just heading home. Went to a meeting, AA meeting. I love those people, man. I really do. Love them from the bottom of my heart, man. I get the whole, trust me, I get the whole New Age religion and all that, and I get the deception and the Bill Wilson and Dr. Bob were into the spook rooms and all that. I get all that, man. But I love these folks, and you know, real proud of them, man. There's people just come so far, and they don't get a lot of the stuff we get. You know, they don't. But a lot of folks in church don't get it either. It's I don't know. I think the best thing with AA, I mean, God takes what was meant for evil and uses for good, so we know that, right? That's what's written. Um, the best thing is if, say, if I was attending AA, which I am, is to be a best representative of Jesus Christ as I can be. Man, I just don't impress myself. You know, I don't know if that was the right wordage, but I just, man, I got so far to go, and I want to be good at it. You know, I want to be good. Um, So having said that, I'm almost home. I just called my AA sponsor. He's a good man. You know, like I was talking about how New Age is crept into everything, right? One gal at AA, my AA sponsor, though they don't consider it a cult, you know, because say if the tarot cards are Christian tarot cards, right? But then me too. The music I listen to, I mean, I love all the old 70s, you know, the Eagles, Bob Seger, Zeppelin, we know our, I don't know about Bob Seger, but I'm guessing. Oh, there's some deer. Um, we know they're into a cult. I mean, they show the same one eye symbolism, the same, like all of them, all of them. I think even Charlie Daniels, you could see him in a black and white checkered shirt and black and white background. I don't know. Towards the end, I mean, he wrote some pretty good gospels. So, but that doesn't mean much. I sure pray he was a true believer. Um, I really do. I like Charlie Daniels, man. I pray everybody. I mean, it's pray I'm a true believer, right? Right? Wondering about that, when you pray to increase your faith. Let me pause you guys just for a second. I got to go through the gate. Okay, sorry about that. It isn't like you guys really had to wait. I hit the pause, but where was I? Everything in our world is a cult, man. You look at all the icons on your, the Play Store app, all your icons on your phone, they're all a cult. All of them. Computer, you know what I mean? You look at the Gmail, it's a Masonic apron. You look at a Play Store, you can match it up with the sigil of Lucifer. It's everything. Everything in our world is a cult, esoteric. Dare I say satanic, right? Everything. We're way behind enemy lines, man. Way behind. Am I going? I'm going. Okay. Um, well, you know what? Praise God, man. Praise God. He said, so I don't feel nothing. I don't feel this, I don't know, this big, grand but something's drawing me towards him, and that's him, right? He says he draws us. So I don't know why me. I mean, definitely, I can't really think of all the great things I could do for God. And I haven't been. That's why the whole Occupy Today, Occupy Till I Come, that's why I wanted to channel that on a daily basis. How am I occupying for Him, the time for Him? I don't, man. I get caught up into malicious gossip at work, slander. Um, I work it's a very stressful place, guys. But there again, praise God. So yeah, it's just, and I'm getting old too, man. Physically and mentally, it's very stressful. Um, See, this is why I wanted to write, but see, I didn't even plan on doing a video. But what I want to do is like in a notebook, some of my ponderings. I want to King James only. We could discuss that, which I'm not a big proponent of myself. I'm not saying that, if you are, that's great. I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't, like the NIV has some scriptures omitted, and apparently NIV and the Satanic Bible were published by the same company, things like that. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. I'm just a little guy in a big twisted world, trying to make sense like the rest of everybody. And here's the thing. So, because faith grows in you, right? It does grow in you, and I do feel my faith is getting stronger. Um, Gosh darn it, I lost track of thought, guys. This is so embarrassing. Cognitively, because of the Morgellons, my brain is shot. It's just shot, guys. It's so terrible. Wow. Alright, complaining. I'm trying not to complain. I mean, we all got issues, man. I was watching a thing, homeless in Arizona. It's 115 degrees, just dry heat, man. The homeless out there, you got severe winters, you got severe summers. I just so feel for those people. I really do. A lot of them don't have the mental, and it could very well could be me very soon. And it's sad. And then all the those who are there to take advantage of them, illegally and then legally. A lot of these so-called places that are supposed to help, they pocket all the money and like trickle down maybe a 0.5% to where that's supposed to go. I try to give money to folks, to homeless folks, and I don't care if they buy booze or drugs with it. I mean, I don't. Is that enabling? Maybe. I don't know. But who am I to say what they need to get through their day? Who am I to say? I mean, they're out there homeless, right? Yeah, I'd hate to be a person who gave them enough to overdose or, whatever. But again, that's in God's hands. But that's just me. I mean, if you're not that type of person, that's cool. I'm not saying I'm like better or nothing. I just always had a heart for homeless. Um, so yeah, occupy till I come. I do believe Jesus said things like, visiting brothers and sisters in prison. Um, and there's people in AA who do that. They're good. There's some, as far as the world goes, good people. I love and respect, especially this fellowship. That's, I consider my fellowship. I love them to death. But again, best thing to do is to be the best representative of Jesus Christ. Show the love, show the. I try to do that, but I don't have all the gravy, the trappings of so-called sobriety, and I mean, I'm a mess. I got worms coming out of my arms, guys, and plants coming out of my back. It's a drag. But it is what it is, man. That's my cross, right? It's a thorn in my side. Um, I mean, I've given up on thinking, I just maybe God has a gal for me. I mean, that's, I mean, again, I've got worms coming at me, man, and plants. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I was thinking, where the worm dieth not. I was thinking the other night, am I in hell? Where the worm dieth not, huh? I don't think so. Um, so we got to put our trust in something. I don't suggest putting your trust in this country and the leaders, world leaders, any country. I wouldn't. Of course, who the heck am I? I can't see, for me, I can't see putting my faith in this current world and the situation. I don't. So there has to be the one truth, and for me, it's Jesus Christ. And again, I'm no scholarly and a righteous Christian man. I'm not wholesome. And I'm not saying anything against any of that. I'm not saying that's wrong. It's what we want to strive to be, right? It's just, it's not me, right? Um, but it is something. I was still kicking around the idea of maybe going into that Christian treatment program down the hill. You know, it's mainly for homeless. I think ex-convicts too. I think, but it'd be nice to have another man show you the walk. I'm one of those type of people. I have to respect him though. If I don't respect him, I just won't listen to him. I'm like that. That's probably a fault, at least concerning things like that, spiritual matters and all that, getting to know them. And I just wonder how far this spiritual. I mean, there's a spiritual battle around us all the time. Um, how much it's a. You remember those two officers? They went on a call for this one lady, and this lady was kind of mentally. She had a little bit of issues, but she wasn't bad, at least from this video. And then the officers ended up kind of, harassing her in a way, getting a little too much into her business and stuff. And she was putting a pot of water on the stove, and I forget what she said, but it was something that just kind of would roll off you if you didn't laugh thinking she was joking, especially the way she said it. Something about throw the pot of water on this one officer. And the officer said something, you better not do that, I'll shoot you in the face. And she rebuked him. She rebuked him, right? She rebuked him, and she was carrying the pot nowhere near him. And it's a pot of water, guys. Pot of boiling water. Ow, that really hurts, but I don't know if that would, you know, maybe a taser. But, anyways, so right after she rebuked him, he shot her in the face. Kid you not, man. It wasn't AI. I don't think. I mean, we can't be sure of anything, but I don't think it was. So yeah, man, I think this activity, the dark forces are manifesting, you know, and the men's hearts will fail them from fear. Maybe that's the opening of the bottomless pit, or maybe it's the changing of our DNA. And man, what are they gonna turn me into a bush or an insect? I do kind of worry about that. Not just, I mean, for everybody. I mean, that's the thing, guys. Technology is not slowing down. Their ultimate goal is to merge us all. They believe all, they have some weird beliefs, man. The Gnostics, to where two become one because original man was oh man, both sexes. I forget what it is. Either or. Um, opposite forces and the dark, the light, and I think this whole Great Reset. That's not the beast system. It's the Great Awakening, but it'll be kind of a. This isn't anything prophetic. This is just me thinking out loud. It'll be kind of a blend of both, right? Leaning more towards a Great Awakening, and because I don't think it will be the false crash as we're seeing it through like the new apostolic NAR church. I just don't see many of the left and the blue hairs and the transsexual and everything going for that. There's going to be that happy medium, and I think that's where the ascended masters come in, and they're going to show all the evil, right? The dark brotherhood, They'll throw Masons under the bus if they even exist, if they even exist, and if it's really even them. Um, and he's going to be the hero. He's going to be the hero. I burnt it in my brain. Paul says the bad guy comes first. I burnt that into my brain, guys. Alright, man, that was just a quick check-in. Yeah, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that's been coming out of it. A lot of metal. A lot of metallic kind of stuff. Almost looks like aluminum foil, but it's not. And you can see the other side when you flip it over. It's got meat or skin or. But I've been making some progress. I think by winter my goal is to have a van to sleep in because this house is moldy and I'm sure that doesn't help. Alright guys, man, I pray all's well. It was just a little bit of me jabbering my jaws. Until next time.